Stefano Langone. Langone or Langoni?
Langoni.
Langoni. Stefano Langoni, Idol, out last night, here with us tonight. Was it time to go? Did you think it would, could you almost hear your name before they said it?
You know what? Honestly, I didn't feel like I was gonna go, but you always have it in the back of your mind. And what I was thinking to myself, look, if I stay, I gotta worry about next week's song. If I go, I need to kill it. I need to kill my last song on this stage and have a great time doing it.
Do you have any regrets?
No regrets, man. No, not at all. I went out there with one thing, and that was to really make my mark on that show and get a foot in the door in the music industry, and that's exactly what I did, and I feel great about it. I worked with the best producers in the world, made some great iTunes tracks. You got to check them out. I'm telling you, they're the bomb, and the tour is about to be legit, and I'm just so pumped about everything. I'm so blessed to be here and actually get to express myself through my music.
Something tells me you're not going back to Kent, Washington.
No, I ain't going back for a while, man. But definite shout out to them and 206-253-360, 425, all of them.
Unloading all the area codes
all
on
of
me?
them, man. Yeah, all of them, man. That's my hometown. Much love for them.
Well, here you are now. What are you thinking about? The 310, the 323, the
310,
818? What
the
do you want to do?
818, man. I got both of those numbers right now. So it's cool, man. I love LA. This is where I need to be. This is where I need to work and where I need to start, building my career, and love it here. It's definitely nicer as far as weather goes. So, I ain't mad at it.
What kind of career do you envision for yourself?
Something between it kind of lyrically like a Bruno Mars thing, but with that soul, like that R&B, John Legend, Stevie Wonder kind of thing. I hadn't really got to get behind that piano yet, and that's what I'm really excited to do. And I wanted to save that. I wanted to save that moment, getting to do that with my
music. You can tickle the ivories pretty well.
Oh yeah, you already know.
Top to bottom.
Yeah, top to bottom. So it's cool, man. But I'm really excited, and when I get that moment, it's gonna be something special, and I think people are gonna feel the same way.
You see yourself performing alone or with others?
Both. I'd love to do some great collaborations with
I could see people wanting to put you in an all-male group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a hipper Backstreet, that kind of thing?
I'm thinking more like hooking up with some rappers, getting on some hooks, getting on some choruses, and really working the game like that, and starting a foundation there, and then working as a solo artist, kind of like how Bruno Mars did. I'm throwing him out there again. He really worked with B.O.B. with that Just the Way You Are, kind of blew up his name, and that really boosted him up. So kind of maybe going that same route and seeing what I could do.
Last night on Idol, James Durbin, he got very emotional. He came out, sort of spun you around, gave you. He's your roommate, though, right?
He's my roommate, man. We've been roommates since Hollywood. We're very close friends, and I'm gonna be his best man at the wedding. Him and his wife. So it's
really,
yeah, man.
When did he ask you to be his best man?
He actually asked me to be his best man about a month ago now. So we're brothers, straight up, and for life, man. He's a cool cat, and I got a lot of love for him and his family.
Let me ask you, he has Tourette's syndrome, and I think a lot of people don't really know exactly what that is, but he became fast and close friends with you. Does that suggest that, maybe it's been hard for him to make other friends? He doesn't have great friends outside of what's happened here in his life?
Exactly. That's one thing that he expressed to me was, he hadn't had really that huge foundation in his life of friends and really people around him. I mean, as far as his school and his support and his family, I think they were there. But as far as friends goes, he had his wife, he had his kid, and he had his music. And that was huge. But when he came here, I really embraced him, he embraced me, and we became great friends and created a great bond.
That's one of, I'll tell you something. That's a great accomplishment, another great accomplishment of yours throughout this whole thing, to bring in some light and some male bonding and some friendship to a guy like James, who's had I'm sure he's been picked on and he's had a hard run in life.
James had it tough.
Good for you, Stefano. You're a good man.
It is what it is. I mean, people look at things differently. For me, it was like when I met James, at first, I'm like, he had wrestling posters in the room. I didn't see him yet, so I was nervous. I'm like, who in my room with that's watching The Rock on on Thursday nights? So and then he comes in and I'm like, James, he's a rocker. We're so opposite as far as music goes, but we started talking. And we both rock out in our own ways. And we really clicked on that level. And, like I said, he's a brother to me, and I wish him the best of luck.